right, my beautiful Jimmies, what are you doing? I leave you for a couple of months and you bring somebody back. Well, you brought me back. That's a good thing, but who else are you bringing back? So, welcome, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities, including tarot, to help you on your path. So, this is the love forecast for August. We have a huge month in August. We have retrograde and we have the solar eclipse. Please watch my videos on your indigo path, the ones that started it all. I'm going to explain about what's going to be going on in the eclipse and what not to do in Mercury retrograde. So, let's begin, my beautiful Gemmies. I missed you. But you know, I'm like you. I'm a Gemini. When we gotta go, we gotta go. We gotta work, right? So, in your first position, you have the Six of Swords. So, in love, for some of you, I know it's been hard. I know some of you have been really excited. Some of you got some partnerships. Some of you started some relationships. But others of you, nothing, right? Because you were working. Well, guess what? The tide's about to turn. So the Six of Swords tells me you're coming out of stormy waters. Things are going to get more calm. Love is going to flow again, and money is going to flow again, and happiness. Yeah, happiness is going to flow again for you guys. So, you should have already started getting some. So maybe some of you haven't gotten the actual physical stuff for being happy or being love or being the money coming in, but you feel it's changed. You're feeling, because you guys are intuitive, extremely psychic and intuitive. So you can feel that the energy has shifted. So congratulations. That's coming in the month of August. Now, what's crossing you is the Temperance. So, a couple of things with this. Spirit wants to remind some of you that they have not forgotten what you wanted and they're bringing it down because you're in this energy that's lighter and they can actually bring forth the manifestations. Okay, so some of you that's love. Others of you, that's the money, the work, the house, the cars, the relationships with your family, the relationships with your friends, the relationships with your coworkers too. So that's the space that they're holding and bringing this stuff down. I'm seeing the rainbow a lot. So where you've come from, I know where you've come from. You had the Ten of Wands, so a lot of you had to make choices that you didn't necessarily want to make right now, because you know, Jimmies, you would rather look at the good side of things than look at the bad side of things, and you will like to trust people because you have such, see, people don't understand Geminis. How do I say this? When we get to a place that we trust someone, we completely trust them, right? So for that reason, it takes us a while to trust someone, but we're always changing and trying to grow. So there are instances where we trust someone too soon and then they end up and inevitably disappoint, right? And then you're like, well, this is the way I do it this way, but I'm supposed to be expanding and I didn't do it this way. So I did it the other way and that ended up biting me in the ass. No, it didn't. It didn't, my darling one, because it was needed for where you're going next. You can't be good at deciphering or telling, how do I say this? You can't be good at knowing when to trust someone and not knowing when to trust someone if you don't practice in it. So that's what this was about. Okay, that's in love, all of your relationships, in your projects, and even trusting yourself. Okay, so either way, you made your choices, you left something that was really hard to leave, and you moved through it. You are done. You don't have to do that again, right? Now you're here. So congratulations. For that, my beautiful ones, you have the Six of Wands in the first 2 weeks of August. You have the Six of Wands, which tells me this hard work that you've been doing. So let me say this with the singles that have been really wanting a relationship. You have someone looking at you. You have someone that's seen you. You have someone that's kind of seen you, and then they sort of went away, and now they're back. Okay? They never even approached you. You didn't even know. You kind of had a feeling, but then it went away. That's who this is. And they have the opportunity to come in your life in the month of August. Okay? For those of you that are in a relationship, you got your man or your woman looking at you now. They see the things that you've accomplished. They're really seeing you for who you are. They are really happy, and they are willing to move to the next level. But be careful, Gemini. You got to be sure this is what you want. For those of you that have been working, and that is where your love is in your projects, in your monies, in your businesses. You have accolades coming. You have people looking at you. You will be receiving some of those in the first couple of weeks of August. So congratulations, okay? Yay, my Jimmies! Okay, now, this is what I want to talk about. So in your fifth position, well, I want to talk about all of it, but this is the main thing right here. Well, no, I take that back. There's a whole bunch of main things. In your fifth position, I always ask your higher selves, what is the one message they want to bring through to help you move forward in life or in love in the month of August? And you have the Six of Cups. You guys understand that we have retrograde coming on the 13th. You will have somebody coming back. That is what your higher self wants to forewarn you or let you know or get you prepared for. So for some of you, coming back means you're going to meet that person that you've had karma with in other lifetimes, and it's time to get together. For others of you, it means someone from your past in this life is coming back to finish this phase with you. Now, when someone comes back in your life from this life, doesn't necessarily mean you have to be with them. It just means you're finishing out the karma, you're finishing out the phase, in whatever you want to do. You're like on point right now. You have tweaked and you have learned and you have grown, and you are not where you were the last time you saw this person. So as much as the feeling will come back, also remind yourself of what you want and don't want. And this person will show themselves to you. You'll see right away what they want. If they're truly coming back because the karma is to spend the rest of their life with you, or the karma is to have this deep relationship with you, then they'll show that to you. But if it's not, they'll show that to you as well. Okay? So get prepared, Gemini. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because for some of you in the sixth position, you have the Three of Swords. Sorry, did I say Three of Swords? Five of Swords. You have the Five of Swords. So it doesn't matter when I say you're on point. It doesn't matter that this person or these people or these relationships or people around you that are jealous, because a lot of people are jealous of you. That happens as a Gemini. It doesn't matter what they do. They can't touch you. You are protected. You are guarded. You are on point. You stick to your integrity. You stick to your work. You stick to what you're going to do. You don't hurt anybody, and you haven't, and you're protected. So things are going to come to light, but you've got your sword up. Doesn't matter. When something needs to come to you, Spirit will make sure that it comes to you, and then it will be resolved. You just stick to you. You do you, boo. You do you, boo. Okay? Now, in your seventh position, I know. In your seventh position, this is your fear. You have the Sun. You are so afraid that you're never going to get to this. You have worked and you have worked and you have worked, and things thought they looked like they were going to happen in love, and then they didn't happen in love, and then you got sad about it, and then you may have lost faith in the universe and spirit and yourself, and then you're just like, well, maybe that's just not for me. But that's not true. That's not true, my beautiful one. If it's in your heart, your mind, and your soul, and they all line up and it doesn't go away, it's because that's for you. This is just a fear. It's there to remind you of what you want and what you don't want. Okay? And you know you want this. So allow. Allow. That's all. Now, in your 8th position, this is the way a loved one will be viewing you or dealing with you, or this is the universe. Okay? And you have the Knight of Cups. So you have an offering. Some of you, that is meeting someone. Others of you, this is the person that you're with giving you an offering of love. That means maybe going to the next level, maybe really telling you how he or she feels. Whatever this is a beautiful night. Okay? Now, some of you, it will be the night, but that's because you need the night to be able to get you to the king or queen. Okay? So for others of you, this offering, if it's in your businesses or your monies or your cars or whatever it is that you're trying to get, this is something that you're going to really, really, really enjoy. It's going to be heartfelt, this offering. Okay? And it comes, this is what Spirit's saying, it's coming from a good place, whoever brings it to you. So remember that. Even if it doesn't look like what you want, it's coming from a place of love. Therefore, it's what you've attracted. Okay? So don't miss those opportunities. In the 9th position, this is your hopes and dreams, but I call it your outer realm, what you're bringing into you. You have the Palace of Swords. So the Palace of Swords is a state of mind. This is saying that you are bringing in the actions that you want to take, the bravery that you once had, being courageous and decisive. It looks like you're bringing all that into you and staying out of your head so much. So congratulations. You just want a place where you're direct, you're very clear, and those around you are very clear with you. And that looks like what you're bringing in. So in your 10th position, this is what you'll be moving through. This is the main thing in this realm. You have the Tower. So you have a big shift coming. You have some movement happening. If you have not built a solid foundation, it all has to come crumbling down so you can build it on, so you can make that solid foundation. But if you have, and most of you have, in love, in life, in relationships, you have. So the shift that's coming is just like tweaking. It's going to feel a little abrupt, but you got this. You got this. Okay? So, congratulations, my Jimmies. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let everybody know that I'm doing this for the month. Love you, love you, love you. Bye.